and Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Miami. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here.
Go, go.
They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And right away they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. They fake the give. Now Wentz under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack. Just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at third down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And got his man complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Pretty good timing. He waited just enough for that post play to develop and laid it right in there.
And you know what a lot of teams do when they decide to throw a post route? Because it's a little bit longer developing play, they max protect. Bring everyone in, keep the tight end in, an extra back to make sure the quarterback has time to deliver the football.
As an inside linebacker, got to be a little bit more poised.
No doubt about it, because they get a little bit of flexibility, especially when they're trying to stuff a gap. You know, we get that double A gap look. This time he got too eager and got too deep into the backfield.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. A give up the middle to Gibson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain there on 1st and 5, and it leaves him with a more standard second down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot and trying to get...
Touchdown, Washington. Logan Thomas, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Commanders are on the board first here this afternoon.
In both locker rooms, the coaches talked about setting the tone early. Didn't matter whether you start on offense or defense. In this case, the team that had the ball first did exactly that. Took it right downfield and scored.
And he will get in to make it 8-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Miami's offense set and ready to go. And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 13. Off of play action. Tagovailoa. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. On play action, here's Tua. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Now the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Jamin Davis coming in for that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7. To try again after the sack. Tua. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Joey Sly on for the extra point. It's up and good, 15-0 here in the first quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Tagovailoa trying again after the pick six. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Jonathan Bostic came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Commander's going to retake the field for drive number 2. And really, you can't have a better situation than this. First and goal at the 1.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
Antonio Gibson. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10
at their own 18. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Jonathan Bostic, now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. Second quarter from Miami, it's the Dolphins with the football. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Play action, now it's Tua. And he rifles one incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
Cole Holcomb proving too much there for the offensive line. He gets the sack. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please?
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
Picked off by Bobby McCain.
And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
The Dolphins about set to go to work on offense.
They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back.
Here comes the Commanders' offense back onto the field. And they can run this score up even further as they begin this drive with a 1st and goal and that huge lead.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Commanders continue to pull away here in this first half. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, yeah, give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. I cannot imagine a more perfect half of football for one side, CD, and a more disastrous half of football for another side. But if you focus on the positive half, with this pick 6, you look at where that lead is at, and to think that we are only in the second quarter, my goodness.
I love the expression, my goodness indeed. Pretty obvious. It's a free fall out there. Everybody gets a chance to make a play. And if you're on the field, you've got a great chance of being the next guy that your teammates are celebrating.
Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds. So unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Okay,
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Tua sets up to pass it. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And the Commanders are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of the time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him. Right? No, he didn't spike it. He faked it. Yeah, this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. On play action, it's Wentz. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Play action, now Wentz. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. Sly able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
Here we go. Let's go. Charge.
On 4th down, they're going to try the jet sweep. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, that means this next drive is going to start at the 3-yard line. Now a play fake. Wentz. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It's Xavier Howard who brings him down from his corner position. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Jumping all the way from the outside, maybe getting a little early start in the corner blitz.
And the only time it makes sense to get that penalty is exactly as you described. Otherwise, he should never get that penalty.
They'll try again now on 2nd and goal, this time from a bit closer. A give running right, Gibson. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Antonio Gibson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Commanders have now opened up a 7-touchdown lead. Unbelievable. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Another not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
This one fielded at the 5. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. And going deep for Hill. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. He's got a man complete. The 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 81 yards. And the Dolphins get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's incomplete. But a flag is down here, so hang on. Let's see what we've got. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Pulls it in at the 13. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. One final possession for the Commanders in this opening half. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. On play action, Wentz. And that is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones.
He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
The clock showing just 16 seconds till the half as they line up 1st and 10.
After the turnover, it's Tua.
And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top.
There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't...
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And the Commanders are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of
blitz coming, and down he goes.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Wentz. Under pressure, and they got to him again. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Wentz and the Commanders staring down a 3rd and long now after that sack.
Looking to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Bradley Chubb. That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Here's Tressway now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Here's Hill on the return. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And it'll be Dolphin football.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10.
Just shy of midfield at the 49. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Looking to throw again on second down. Tua. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. Past the 20. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. So they get the interception and almost as importantly, a big return after that.
And who was the guy that saved the touchdown, partner? The guy who threw the interception. A lot of times, he just gives it the old Olay, but give him credit.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson punching it in from a yard away. And the Commanders take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. And it's no good. It is